Okay, now it's time to connect the dots. I am going to move quickly. They have hacked into my phone and TikTok so many times. I am changing my passcode every hour. I've redone everything, and I'm just gonna do the last two parts and send this out. I'm going to read because it's just easier for me to go through all the facts. This is... Okay, I'm doing it. The FBI, according to everything that I had just told you, I was involved in our money laundering scheme between 2014 through 2016. And then they basically disappeared. I didn't see any FBI agents after 2016 until 2020. So for about 4 years, they were just gone. Same as the Russians. I didn't hear from any of them after 2017, Olak or Kordakovsky. In 2016, our government found numerous attempts by Russian and Eastern Europeans attempting to influence our upcoming election. They had evidence of Russian hacking into the State Board of Elections voter database by the GRU, which is the Russia's FBI. It was like the former KGB is now called GRU. And they found all of this Russian, Eastern European influence, involvement, interference in our 2016 election. And this is what launched the Mueller investigation, the special counsel set up by the FBI. So what we can conclude based on those two facts, that the FBI was investigating Russian interference and influence in the election. At the same time, they were facilitating laundering money from Russian oligarchs and elites into the country. The lead prosecutor of that investigation, one of them, there was obviously a large team, was Andrew Weissman. He wrote a book called Inside the Mueller Investigation, Where the Law Ends. And in that, he frequently comments on how the FBI's deputy director, Aaron somebody or other, basically he was the second in command under Mueller, constantly blocked the prosecutors from following certain leads or trails, specifically trails regarding the offshore financials and dealings of Paul Manafort and Donald Trump. They even prohibited them from subpoenaing the president. When I read that book, it was beyond clear that the FBI had steered the investigation in a direction to ultimately fail. They are con artists on a level that would put the most corrupt men to shame. And yet, we give them all this power. And crazy enough, it's almost impossible to believe there's me, little Miss Nobody, a dumb housewife who knows why, who can connect all of these dots. Because I'm a dumb housewife with the bank accounts. However, in order for this plan to work, the FBI grew, all of them. They need a president that will ignore any alerts or suspicious activity in regards to Russian money laundering. They need Trump in power. And who better to do it than a wealthy American businessman connected to other uber wealthy Russian and Eastern European businessmen. All of them with offshore bank accounts full of illegal funds. Americans don't fully comprehend how powerful our investigative agencies are. We have all of these laws that give the FBI, CIA, NSA overwhelming and unlimited power, and furthermore, the ability to hide their intentions. And our agencies work closely with other countries' agencies, such as Israel's Mossad, Russia's GRU, or FSB. And this is why I believe the money came from Tel Aviv and through Israeli investors. Because if it was Russian investors sending the money, then it would have been a huge red flag with a sickle. Actually, I just recalled that one of the Israeli investors was a former Mossad agent. I think of all this information I know, and I now understand why they are trying so hard to shut me up. I'm a pretty big threat. I hope that you are comprehending what I'm trying to spell out. The bottom line here is they are duping you. The big government that you hate so much has given you a Manchurian candidate, somebody that they have handpicked and that they control, and are playing Republicans for the fools. But it's not just them. They're also fooling the Democrats too. This is not a partisan effort. I think of all the conversations that I have had over the past several years with my family and Texas friends, when they talk about big government controlling too much, having access to too much of our private and personal information. I used to roll my eyes and disagree. I used to say that they need to be able to access our information to catch the criminals. But now, after 16 months of dealing with the FBI and their insidious efforts to commit the same crimes that they're convicting other citizens for, and then using their power to silence me and obstruct justice, I now think, wow, maybe my dad regurgitating Fox News all those years was right. They have way too much power and control. They have duped us all.